Online. Today I'm going to explain and give you some idea how you can use the Epi Info to collect the data for epidemiological investigation using your smartphone. So what we are going to do now is actually we are going to learn how to create the form, and then after that we are going to learn how to enter the data from Epi Info application. So this is the Epi Info application. So if you did not download it, you can download it, and if you go to the this particular button to load the specific form, we are going to create it now. So stay tuned and let us begin. So ladies and gentlemen, so the first of all, you need to open your Epi Info. You can proceed with the create form. After you go to the create form, we will have this kind of idea, and we are going to proceed with the new project. So you can click here, new project. And in this case, I'm going to make a new project, foodborne 1. So I'm going to put this project inside this folder so that it's easily can be navigate after this. So I'm going to put it as a foodborne as my example. All right, and I'm going to explain the foodborne investigation form. All right, and then put some name, foodborne, and then I'm going to click OK. Oh, I'm so sorry, we did not allow to put any spacebar here, so I'm just going to do it like that. So after you click OK, the Epi Info software are going to generate a blank canvas, and this blank canvas will be inserted with typically few questions with regard to our investigation protocol. So the first of all, I'm going to insert the field investigation form, right? So because this is the title of the form, I'm going to make it slightly bigger. Okay, because of the interest of time, I'm not going to go into detail one by one, but I'm just going to give you some idea about how you can execute this kind of exercise. So you can go into here, text. So inside the text, you can insert the name respondent. So you can insert the name of your respondent. So this is very crucial because you want to collect the name of those who are categorized under cases and control. And then we can insert this date and time. Date and time also is very critical. Date and time, because we want to observe the epi curve, which is will be discussed this one later on. Okay, and then I'm just going to highlight a few ideas only. Okay, so the next one, we are going to click the option. So this is the example of the option. I'm going to indicate whether it is case or control. Where the case, we investigate, we write here health status. So we are going to indicate the first one as case, and then another one will be control. So for the case, usually we investigate those personnel inside the hospital. For the control, people at risk, exposed to the same thing but did not feel ill yet. Okay, and then you can proceed with the yes and no. So yes and no, this is the idea of the exposure or gender. Sorry, yes or no is exposure. Did you drink the water? Okay, this is the example only. We just want to know whether the respondent drink the water or not, because we suspect there are some contamination inside the water, for example. And then we can also click option here to indicate the gender. So I'm not going to go all the specific details of the investigation, but I'm just going to give you some ideas so that all these questions can be observed from your handphone. Alright, so last but not least is the exposure. So the exposure are being categorized in the chat box. So I'm going to put here as type of food, for example, rice, chicken rice, chicken rice, because we want to conduct the investigation, we need to know the type of food that available and exposed with those people. So we can put here some text, exposure status to the food. Okay, and then we can proceed with the other example. The last one will be the another food that probably available, bread, for example. Okay, because this is the type of the food that may available. All right. So automatically the Epi Info are going to save this particular data or particular investigation form so that you can further enter the data here. So if you go to the enter data, so the Epi Info will ask you a prompt question whether you want to publish it or not, and automatically it is going to open the enter data toolbox here, and then it's permit you to enter the data accordingly. However, that is not our idea for this tutorial, because we want to export this file or this form into our smartphone so that we can proceed with the investigation using a smartphone, because we are intend to mobilize into another location, or we want to share this form with our colleague, for example. Okay, so how to do that? You go to the form just now, and then you have to navigate your original form that already been created. And bear in mind also, you can also use the template available for you inside the Epi Info if you want. But in this example, I'm going to use this foodborne one. Foodborne one is my investigation form that already been created just now. After opening it, okay, this is the form. So I'm going to save this form. Remember, don't save the page, but you must save the form. Okay, you go to the form, you right click over here, and then you may go to the save form as template. So you can name this one as foodborne new. Okay, so I'm going to click OK, and after that the form already being saved here. So if you're not sure where is your form, you can just right click over this form and go to the open containing folder. So the form is being located here, Ismail SA, Epi Info templates and form. So you are going to share this XML document to your colleague, or you can insert this particular XML document in your Google Drive so that it's going to be updated with your colleague, because your other colleague will be separated into 2 different or 3 different locations. One's going to the hospital, one's going into the canteen or the food premises and so on. So after that, we already insert our foodborne XML file inside the Google Drive. Alright, so let us go into the part 2. So in the second part of my presentation, I'm going to explain about how you can retrieve the information just now. So you can go to the drive. So this is my file. So I'm going to download it. I'm very sorry for the delay because of the internet connection. Sometimes it's not good here. Alright, so the next one, I'm going to go to File Manager. So in my File Manager, you can see here, this is our data just now that already been created using the Epi Info. So what we need to do is actually, we have to move this foodborne new.xml into this folder. You need to move this one into this folder. So how to do that? Okay, you can just click the option over here, move to. Okay, navigate accordingly. We can go to here, Epi Info, and then we can put it inside the questionnaire, and then click OK. So now the Epi Info already inserted our questionnaire here. So this is our questionnaire, right? So to collect the samples or to collect the respondent data, you have to go to our to this Epi Info Statistical collect data and analyze apps. So you can just click the collect data here and then choose accordingly. In this case, foodborne new, and then you can load. So after you click the load, you have the plus button signs over here to insert a new file name. So in this case, for example, ABC. So the date will be 12 February 2020. and then at 11:30. So this is the case where I'm one of the team going to the hospital and then drinking the water or not. I'm asking the patient. The patient said that yes, they are drinking the water. So this patient is male, and then the exposure status is chicken rice, and then actually we have another one, but I'm afraid the arrangement of the checkbox might not be very good. So let's say this person already used or already eat the chicken, so it's there. So we got already name respondent 1, and this is the name, date, and case or control. Is already being recorded here as case or control. In this case, I'm putting case just now is recorded as 0. So our case is 0, our control is 1. So we can insert a second name, CDE, for example, and then maybe it's the same time, 2020 at 11:45, and then this is our control. So our control, perhaps this document already being shared to the other colleague in the school, for example, and then that guy or that inspector indicate that this is a control group, and then they also eat the chicken, but the gender is different, which is female. So after you click save, it's already there. You see, this is the first ID, this is the second ID. So when you finish up all these things, you can go to this create sync file. You see, so after you click the create sync file, they will ask you to set up for Epi Info 7 sync file password. So in this case, I'm just going to put 1234. Okay, so the password is very important, especially if you want to protect the confidentiality of the information regarding the patient data. Okay, so the next part is actually you have to import, or you have to retrieve back those sync file to our Epi Info file. But I think I'm going to make that one in another video. So I hope you can enjoy this tutorial and understand how you can collect your data using your smartphone by using the Epi Info. Remember, Epi Info is a free format. It's a free apps, and also it's a free applications available run for Windows application only. I'm using Macintosh, therefore I need to use the VirtualBox. So remember, the step is very simple. You create the form, you put the attributes and variables, and after that you save the form into a specific format as a form XML file. You locate those files, and then you share those XML format file to your smartphone. You can either save this file with your colleague, or you can put it inside your drive, and then you can share it accordingly, and then your colleague also can download it and use it straight away in our apps. But remember to put this one inside our specific folder. I make repetitions. The folder will be inside the questionnaire here. So when you install the Epi Info, you have this folder, and then your questionnaire must be put inside this folder. And then if you create the sync file just now, where I inserted two variable, so this is my variables that we are going to discuss in the next future. Okay, that's all for this particular video. I hope you find it very useful and find it very interesting. So for those who are new with my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, and if you got any question related to the epidemiological investigation, especially for environmental health professional, please do comment in below link. That's all, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and enjoy learning. Bye bye.